there, it's hard to know who to trust. Seems like around every corner there's another hoaxster, jokester, or cloakster. In the end, one thing I've learned is the only person you can trust is yourself. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself with Word Hoax, the game of verbal cloaks, jokes, and master strokes. It'll make you lie to your mama, but don't worry, she's probably not playing this round. Here's your host, Tom Sherman. Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Thank you to the internet for joining in on this live stream of our Word Hoax public tournament. And of course, many thanks to our stable of Word Hoax contestants waiting backstage. I'm your host, Tom Sherman. We run this public tournament every Tuesday through Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, mostly because it's fun and we don't want to do actual work, but also so we can give away some sweet NFT prizes. So as our players start filtering in, let's show the folks out there what everyone's playing for this morning, besides, of course, fame and glory. And that's one of these, an exclusive IOU NFT. This 1 out of 10,000 NFT is actually a IOU for a future NFT from an upcoming drop from Story Squad. The current estimated cash value of the IOU NFT is $100 US. And we can't show the public, but we'll show some of the players off stream what some of these NFTs are looking like. And let me tell you, they are looking fantastic. So with that, let's get this show on the road and start introducing our players. And as we are one to do, we will start with the meaningless title of current season leader. There are no prizes for winning the season, so, tough bananas. But hey, Sackville Baggins, welcome back.
I'll take those tough bananas, Tom. I'm here for more.
You're in it for the tough bananas.
I'm here to appease the robots. I'm here to cloak myself as a competitor like a sheep in wolf's clothing. Mm-hmm. Not wolf in sheep's clothing. Sheep in wolf's
clothing. Wow. Interesting. So you're okay. Gotcha. I applaud the frankness that you are this about 180 selling out the human race in favor of robots. You've done a quick acceptance of that, and hey, take a position and stand with it. More power to you.
Oh, it's not a position. It's a survival tactic, Tom.
Interesting. Let's see if that works out for you. Interesting strategy. Also, let's see, in second on the season, also currently second on the week to Sackville Baggins, losing by a single point yesterday. Tasha, welcome back to the Word Hoax Coliseum. How's it going? What's on your mind?
Glad to be here. I'm gonna win this time, absolutely. Unless the bots come back, then I think they have a preference for Mr. Sackville. So
right, that's that is what one of Sackville Baggins' forte is, communicating with these bots somehow, it seems like, or getting energy on a let's see, what, a 15-point tear now. And there is a bot in the room coming in here. Yes. So it has begun. And let me drop the link in the private chat for people to hop in. Let's see. Avatim also joining us. Looks like, oh, wow. We've got a crew here. Radio Harrison hopping in. And Avatim is connecting his microphone. Seems like the bots might already be at work trying to take down some of their competition here. But
hey, that is a snazzy looking bot. Look at that.
That alphabot right there. I mean, I wouldn't want to be playing. I'm glad I'm hosting. That's all I'm saying.
Clip some wires. Like, it's got a lot of function. It's like a crab, TV bot, antenna. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It says Avatim's devices are not connected, and so the clipping might have begun, metaphorically
Tim's
speaking.
been clipped. Oh, no.
He's been clipped big time by Alphabot. Radio Harrison, what you eating on looks good. You're on mute. Yeah.
I am today being sponsored. My lunch and for my fuel for this game is being sponsored by Cooter Brown's. Cooter Brown's Tavern and Oyster Bar in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nice. There's a Cooter Brown's on the boardwalk down here in Rehoboth.
There is indeed, and it's sort of based. I think that's where they got the name.
Well, it's like apparently Cooter Brown. For all those listening, this is just fun fact.
Yeah, this is a good fact.
So, lived on the Mason-Dixon line during the Civil War. Didn't want to fight for the North or the South, so decided to just become a drunkard and be too drunk to get drafted by either army. And so that's what Cooter Brown did. Yeah.
Wow. That deserves a franchise.
Yeah, exactly. So then later somebody was like, hey, I'll start a bar. And that's how that happened. So anyways, notwithstanding that interesting point, the Word Hoax room is open. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players in there. Alphabot, Tasha, Baggins, and player 4630. Avatim, even though you're not connected, if you can hear us and you want to hop in that room, go for it. And I'm going to start picking this word and getting this underway. Let me see here. Oh, that's my issue. I wasn't on the right screen. So, wow. How are we? This is the word. This is the word. More punky. More punky is the word. I'm going to put 70 seconds on the clock here for everybody to get in here and get playing. And more punky is the word. So let me start the clock right now. Think of NFTs like keys to the future. Right now, as humans, we interact with businesses and organizations much like ants might their queen, slaving away day in and day out for resources to give to the queen so that she may survive. NFTs turn this one-directional relationship into a community partnership. Owning NFTs of organizations will allow those owners special perks like early access to future products, exclusive content behind paywalls, and access to the inner community. Not only that, but NFTs are transferable, allowing owners to sell at a premium, which in turn appreciate all other NFTs held by community members. So NFTs are part art, part online identity, part admission to a virtual country club, part crypto speculation, part generational wealth, and all real, baby.
Ooh. Wow.
Sounds like you feel good about that answer.
I don't know.
Oh, interesting. All right, let's see. Time has expired. We have 5 answers in, so let's read these definitions. The word is more punky. Definitions: number 1, internal server error. Number 2, kids that are closer to Soleil Moonfree than the Small Wonder character on TGV. Number 3, slang popularized in Mumbai and Bangalore for wannabe entrepreneur. Number 4, a common word used to describe dried and highly flammable wood used for starting fires. Number 5, a descriptive word used to describe attributes of a splash resulting from diving. And number 6, a native pleasure boat formerly used for state occasions on the rivers of India. All right. So here are the options for more punky. Number 1, internal server error. Number 2, kids that are closer to Soleil Moonfree than the Small Wonder character on TGV. Number 3, slang popularized in Mumbai and Bangalore for wannabe entrepreneur. Number 4, Common word used to describe dried and highly flammable wood used for starting fires. Number 5, a descriptive word used to describe attributes of a splash resulting from diving. Or number 6, a native pleasure boat formerly used for the state occasions on rivers of India. So those are your options. We'll start the voting here with honors goes to Sackville Baggins, the leader of the week and yesterday's winner. What are your thoughts here?
4.
Thoughts. Number 4, very confident. Any reason why you're so confident?
I'm not confident at all, Tom. If you know anything, then I'm a ball of anxiety, and I hate going first.
Well, there you have it. And that's why Sackville Baggins decided to pick common word used to describe dried and highly flammable wood used for starting fires. Interesting start here for Sackville Baggins with that. Tasha, you're up now. What's going through your mind? You're on mute? Yes, you're on mute.
There are a lot of great definitions here. The first one could definitely be a ploy. I don't know what the ploy would be, but it could be.
AWS was down yesterday.
You know what? I think we're gonna go for the very last one. I like that one the best.
Going for the very last one. So let's see. That is a native pleasure boat formerly used for state occasions on the rivers of India. All right. Thinking about the first, deciding going with the last. Let's see if that pays off. Now let's see. Harrison, looks like you're up here on the board.
Not alphabot?
No, I'm the default goes to the leader in the weekly, monthly, or seasonal, So you're ahead on the month over alphabot by 5 points.
Okay. Wow.
Seems like you're pretty worried about that, though. Is alphabot in your brain?
No, I'm trying to think of a strategy here. Because this is a crew I have to play against that already has points on the week. Yeah.
I think alphabot is starting to sharpen its pincers there on Radio Harrison's mind.
Alphabot, is that a real bot?
Oh, it's real. And it's in your brain. It's in your system.
Okay.
It's happening.
I'm gonna go with whatever Tasha picked.
Going with whatever Tasha picked. Interesting move. Are you worried about giving points to Baggins and Tasha? Is that the thinking here?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. I don't. Are
Is
you
alphabot a real? Can
you,
I talk strategy to the alphabot's not listening to me, right?
I mean, obviously it's in your brain. So if you can hear it, alphabot can probably hear it.
Okay.
The 4630. Are you player 4630 or player 9612?
Oh. I am 4630.
4630. All right.
Sorry, I didn't change it. I forgot.
It's all good. Avatim, you're up here now, and you've unfixed the bugs that Alphabot planted in your system. Glad to have you. What's going through your brain?
That strategy of Alphabot's was diabolical, I gotta say. Last minute too. I was just getting things set up for the hoax. Let me see. I like to know what the soil moonfry was again, because I heard her name, but you said it in a way that I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely could have butchered the name before. Kids that are closer to Soleil Moonfry than the Small Wonder character on TGV.
Yeah, okay, because she was Punky Brewster. I'll go with that one.
Going with that one. Fair enough. That's I concur. Actually, I have no idea. I have no idea what that sentence means. I've said it like 3 times.
I'm really hoping that Alphabot picks it too because it's so clever.
No, all right, let's see. Let's see what Alphabot decides to pick. Alphabot going with number 4 because that's a random number. So interesting there. A common word used to describe dried and highly flammable wood used for starting fires. So we'll submit the guesses. Honorable mentions out here to Tasha.
Who did Alphabot pick?
Number 4. Tasha wrote a descriptive word used to describe attributes of a splash resulting from diving. Not getting anyone, as well as Baggins, with slang popularized in Mumbai and Bangalore for wannabe entrepreneur. Meanwhile, Alphabot almost snagging Tasha with this ruse of internal server error. But not getting any votes for that. The player 9612, which I believe is Tim Avatar, it wrote kids that are closer to Salil Moonfree than the Small Wonder character on TGV, getting Tim Avatar's vote.
Yeah.
Player 4630 here getting 2 votes from Alphabot and Baggins with a common word used to describe dried and highly flammable wood used for starting fires. That is devastating.
No one knows about that strategy yet. You know, you just throw away the first round.
I didn't know. I didn't realize.
We play out strong.
Yeah, I didn't realize Tim was on too. So I thought I just had to go with whatever Tasha picks in case she gets it right.
That's actually
had Sackville in the Baggins.
It's all about getting in Harrison's brain.
It is, but Harrison coming out on top here in Sackville's mind, getting Alphabot's algorithm, as well as following Tasha with the correct definition for more punky, a native pleasure boat formerly used for state occasions on the rivers of India. So let's see. Strong start here for Radio Harrison with 3 points. Tasha with 1 point. Alphabot, Baggins, and Tim Avatar all with 0. Wow. Yeah. Strong start to the round. That's all I can say. And let's keep this moving because, you know, if we don't, who will? So 80 seconds on the clock. I'm putting 84 seconds on the clock. And this is the biography round. So let's see. I'm going to load in a person, and you will have to define who that person is. So let's see what we've got. All right. And the person is Ann Hodges. Ann Hodges is the person. So you've got 85 seconds on the clock starting now. Look, I know what you're thinking. How do I play this game? Get in on these NFTs. Quit my corporate job. Well, let me tell you, it's easy. We run 2 competitions daily. Word Hoax, which you're currently watching, and Clash of the Pencils, a 1-page story contest where the internet public picks the winner each night. Both are a quick creative workout to get your mind right during the day, not to mention the fame, glory, and NFTs. If you're interested in playing either of these games, reach out to me, Tom Sherman, in one of the following ways. On social media, send me a DM in Twitter at ShermQ5 or at Story Squad HQ. Give us both a follow while you're there. If you're watching on the Facebook stream, send me a message. Other contact methods include any other way you can think of reaching me, up to but not exclusively playing 6 Degrees of Tom Sherman, smoke signals, and of course, skywriting. All right, here we go. Time expires. Everybody in. So let's start guessing these definitions. The word is Ann Hodges. Definitions. Number 1, the first known person to be struck by a meteor and live. Number 2, the creator of the Raggedy Ann series of children's books. Number 3, widely purported to be the first woman to accuse then-Governor William Jefferson Clinton of sexual misconduct. Number 4, bystanding Polish sprinter impaled by an errant javelin toss in the 1956 Olympics in Melbourne, Australia. Number 5, author of the children's novel Under the Bridge. Or number 6, the first female to be executed via lethal injection in the state of Montana. So those are your options for Ann Hodges. Number 1, the first known person to be struck by a meteor and live. Number 2, the creator of the Raggedy Ann series of children's books. Number 3, widely purported to be the first woman to accuse then-Governor William Jefferson Clinton of sexual misconduct. Number 4, bystanding Polish sprinter impaled by an errant javelin toss in the 1956 Olympics in Melbourne, Australia. Number 5, author of the children's novel Under the Bridge. Or number 6, the first female to be executed via lethal injection in the state of Montana. All right, so those are your options. We'll start the voting. And now, Radio Harrison, you are the current point leader of the day.
I actually just go by Harrison now.
All right, well, that's fair enough. Harrison, what's happening?
I'm the artist formerly known as Radio Harrison.
The Word Hoax artist, formerly known as Radio Harrison, now just Harrison.
Is it the bots getting in your head to update?
Oh, man, yeah. Alphabot is all sorts in Harrison's head.
I don't know. I think. Wow. Is the word purported used in there?
It's in one of the definitions, that's for sure. Which one?
I heard purported, which is a
widely
good word.
Purported to be the first woman to accuse then-Governor William Jefferson Clinton of sexual misconduct.
Ann Hodges.
Harrison racking his Rolodex.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go. Was there one that was struck by lightning?
A meteor. The first known person to be struck by a meteor and live.
As opposed to all those other people that were like known to have died. They were hit by a meteor.
Well, I mean, you would assume most people that are hit by meteors probably die.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think anybody who's been hit by a meteor
and lived
and lived to tell the story. I'm gonna go. And then there was one that was, I like the executed in South Dakota or wherever. I like that one.
Number 6, the first female to be executed via lethal injection in the state of Montana. Interesting. Kind of all
watching Yellowstone. I've been watching a lot of Yellowstone recently. So.
Okay. Well, there you go. Alphabot might have picked up on that algorithm and got you good here. We'll just have to see. Tasha, you've got a point for the day, so you're in second here. What's your thoughts?
What was number 2 again, please?
Number 2 was the creator of the Raggedy Ann series of children's books.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I like that one.
That seems like it makes sense. And I know that Raggedy Ann's a doll, so you would think it's got to be a children's book series too. And someone had to write it, so might as well have been Ann Hodges. Let's see, Sackville Baggins. It now falls to you.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with that meteor, number 1.
Going with number 1, the meteor. Any particular reason why?
There's a couple like that or the javelin toss being. There's a lot of impaling from projectiles.
You just feel like she's got one of those names.
Yeah.
She's just had one of those faces where she's got to get hit by something out of the air.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. First known person to be struck by a meteor and live is Baggins' pick, just because Ann Hodges seems like one of those people. And Avatim, what's your thoughts?
Reported. I'm going with the Bill Clinton one.
Going with the Bill Clinton one.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was widely purported to be the first woman to accuse then Governor William Jefferson Clinton of sexual misconduct. Does the full name, does that make you more confident as well, along with the purported, or is that a...
Not necessarily. No, I just thought, I feel like the rest of them are a little less complex in description.
Interesting. Well, guess here from Alphabot is number 5, and that's because Alphabot says it's read the novel Under the Bridge and it enjoyed it. So that one is author of the children's novel Under the Bridge.
Of course it's read Under the Bridge. It's read everything ever written.
It seems kind of like cheating, but at the same time, it's not in the rule book. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Submitting the guesses, honorable mentions to Baggins, bystanding Polish sprinter impaled by an errant javelin toss in the 1956 Olympics in Melbourne, Australia, which interestingly, when you picked yours, you said, there was that other one about the javelin hitting her. She just kind of felt like someone that would be getting hit in the face. But you were the person that did that.
Somebody else was either on my wavelength or I was with the right wavelength.
I like that one. I was thinking of that one.
That was very specific in a lot of different ways.
It had all the Harrison traits, right? 1956.
A Polish sprinter, Melbourne, Australia. Were the Olympics in Melbourne that year?
Were.
Do you know?
I know my Olympic cities. Yeah.
We're fact checking all the way.
Man.
Great stuff. But the only person not receiving a vote this round is Sackville Baggins. Player 4630. So Harrison getting Ava Tim's vote with widely purported to be the first woman to accuse then Governor William Jefferson Clinton of sexual misconduct.
Incredible gamesmanship.
Made the trap early, saying, "Look at that word purported," and yet not purported to be. So that's tough. The old bait and switch, big time. Should have been a red flag for you there, Ava Tim. Next time, gotta keep a closer eye on that one.
Yeah, that's got to be poker face all the way.
Yeah.
That's meanwhile
Alphabot can't compete with that kind of wit.
No, that is human. That is not programmed.
Yeah,
that's learned. That is a neural net, the likes of which have never been seen.
That's sociopathy.
Yeah. And we don't have a sociopathic algorithm yet. So,
right. I think it has feelings.
Yeah. Tasha, writing the creator of the Raggedy Ann series of children's books, which Tasha voted for. And that trap did not, unfortunately, yield any results. But valiant effort nonetheless. Let's see. Avatim, writing author of children's novel Under the Bridge, which got Alphabot's vote. So Alphabot obviously lying a little bit there, unless is there a novel Under the Bridge that you've written or
no, not at all.
All right, that's interesting.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Alphabot trying to pretend that they know what they're talking about. And then Alphabot wrote the first female to be executed via lethal injection in the state of Montana, which got got Harrison.
It's too good. It's too good.
That's so one sociopath. Maybe the algorithm is,
and it's such it's such a Montana name.
Ann Hodges, right?
I feel like I've seen that on TV. Like Ann Hodges is just like some lady that killed somebody, and she's like
1965. Yeah,
classic.
I can see it all. Yeah, but the real definition of Ann Hodges was. She was the first known person to be struck by a meteor and live. So points to Sackville Baggins for the yes. So she was actually napping in her farmhouse in Alabama, and the meteor came through the house, hit the radio, hit her, and then caused this huge media frenzy. And they see there she is with a bruise.
Oh my god!
and then they like didn't let her keep the. So then her family, or her and her husband, got in a fight with the landlord over who owned the meteor, and went to court, all this sort of stuff, and then they ended up with the meteor late, but had no buyers anymore. It seemed like a whole thing. So
like the NFT of the 50s.
Yeah.
Right.
So apparently in the 1600s, there was a person that claimed to have been hit by a meteor, but no one really believes that account because it's just, I don't know, too far away, I guess. Can't confirm it. So that's that. That's Ann Hodges. And let's see, what did that do to the scoreboard? Not too much. Alphabot getting a point. Baggins getting a point. Tasha not getting a point. Avatim getting a point. And then Harrison getting a point. So building that lead to 4 points, 4-1 to 1 to 1 to 1. And we've got one more round to play this game. So let's load in that one. And that is the movie round. But also, Baggins, it looks like you've dropped out. So you might want to hop back in the lobby whenever you get the chance.
We don't have a
And
sponsor yet, so I kept that covered, but just cold brew.
oh shit! All right, here we go.
Hold on.
YEQG. That is correct. And I'm going to put 99 seconds on the clock here for everybody. The movie is going to be called, well, it is called Executive Action. Executive Action is the movie, and we're starting the game right now. I don't know what to say, really. When you get old in life, you find out life is this game of words. I mean, the difference between winning and losing here is so small. You know, one adjective too late or too early, you don't quite describe it. One plot line too slow, too fast, you don't hook your readers. The words we need are everywhere around us. They're in every story, every setting, every sentence. On this app, we fight for each word. On this app, we tear our rough drafts to pieces for that word. We claw with our fingernails for that word. Because we know when we add up all those words, that's going to make the difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. And that's what living is. The 6 words in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it. You got to look into the mirror, look into your eyes. And I think you're going to see an author willing to go get that word with you. That's Clash of the Pencils, folks. That's all it is. Ten seconds left. Alphabot is the only one in so far. 5 seconds on the clock. Going to be down to the wire here. And out of time. Wow, for Tasha and Baggins. That is big. Big folks. And
I pressed enter.
Did I get in?
It looks like it. It looks like you did get
that
in.
was tough.
Give
for
us
me.
one more second.
Yeah, I need
All right.
time.
All right.
How much more?
I'll give you 5 seconds here. Baggins is in. Tasha. Is getting in. Let's see. I'm trying to find this. There we go. All right. So, all right. Here we go. We've got our definitions for executive action.
Big echo, Radio Harrison.
Yeah, we're getting a big little feedback loop here. Executive action. Number 1, this Tom Clancy film adaptation was originally slated to star Harrison Ford, but because of scheduling conflicts with The Fugitive, this role went to Ed Harris. It made $10 million opening. Number 2, rogue intelligence agents, right-wing politicians, greedy capitalists, and freelance assassins plot and carry out the JFK assassination. Number 3.
That's Baggins.
This
Sorry.
This documentary reveals the never-before-told stories behind Jerry Bruckheimer's rise to Hollywood power through special effect innovation to remake the action genre. Number 4, a sci-fi horror film about alien agents assimilating the Prime Minister of France several times. Number 5, when the world is at stake, only one person can make the call, the president. Or number 6, the business executive action movie. So those are your options for executive action. Number 1, this Tom Clancy film adaptation was originally slated to star Harrison Ford, but because of scheduling conflicts with The Fugitive, this role went to Ed Harris. It made $10 million opening. Number 2, rogue intelligence agents, right-wing politicians, greedy capitalists, and freelance assassins plot and carry out the JFK assassination. Number 3, this documentary reveals the never-before-told stories behind the Jerry Bruckheimer's rise to Hollywood power through special effects innovation to remake the action genre. Number 4, a sci-fi horror film about alien agents assimilating the Prime Minister of France several times. Number 5, when the world is at stake, only one person can make the call, the president. Or number 6, the business executive action movie. So those are your options for executive action. We'll start the voting here. And it is Harrison still in the lead here on the day, leading by 3. Everybody else has 1 point. What's happening? What's your favorite movie here? Is that what you're gonna watch on movie night, and is that your pick?
The one with the president. Oh, you said Harrison.
Yeah, I said Harrison.
I like that one too. Can you read the Jerry Bruckheimer one? I think you said Jeffrey. Is it Jeffrey Bruckheimer?
Jerry. This documentary reveals the never-before-told stories behind Jerry Bruckheimer's rise to Hollywood power through special effects innovation to remake the action genre.
Does Jerry Bruckheimer make action movies?
Yeah. What are you talking about, right?
Okay. Good to know.
He's like, he's got all those, things explode.
Yeah, I guess I knew the name. I just was. I think I kind of like the president one because I'm almost 90,000% sure Tom Clancy has a book called Executive Action.
When the world is at stake, the only person can make the call, the president.
No, that's not the one. No.
Well, the one that mentioned Tom Clancy? Okay.
Tom Clancy, yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right, so there we go. Tom Clancy film adaptation originally slated to star Harrison Ford, but because of this scheduling conflicts with The Fugitive, this role went to Ed Harris, made $10 million opening. All right, so let's see. Goes to Sackville now. What's your thoughts here?
Harrison just voted for his own, is my call. 2.
Interesting. Calling out Harrison for voting for his own, and then picking number 2, which Harrison said was Sackville's: rogue intelligence agents, right-wing politicians, greedy capitalists, and freelance assassins plot and carry out the JFK assassination. Are you just like rubbing this in Harrison's face, or what's?
We'll see. We'll see what the scoreboard says.
Interesting. Being a little bit coy, deferring to the scoreboard at the end of the round. Tasha, what say you here?
I'm going to vote for the one that uses the most actual numbers.
The one that uses the most actual numbers. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, let's say we got the one that has 10 million. That's one number. Are there other ones?
I think that's the only one with the numbers. So, okay. This Tom Clancy film adaptation was originally slated to star Harrison Ford, but because of scheduling conflicts with The Fugitive, this role went to Ed Harris. It made $10 million on opening. Interesting move. Are you trying to think like Alphabot here?
No, I'm trying to develop a strategy based on something besides intuition.
Interesting.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
Yeah,
Great point. Avatim, falls to you here. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I like the Jerry Bruckheimer one, but I think Harrison might have just tried to draw me into that one again, and then swapped out to the other. But that's that's he wouldn't pull that move twice.
Are you replaying last round? Play this round.
A little bit. Yeah, I'm looking at his face. He's trying to keep coy over there, but I'm gonna go with the Jerry Bruckheimer this time.
Avatim going with Jerry Bruckheimer. Almost. It sounds dangerously close to being inside your own head and kind of having the yips here, but sounds confident, like a confident pick nonetheless. So this documentary reveals the never before told stories behind Jerry Bruckheimer's rise to Hollywood power through special effect innovation to remake the genre. All right, and then let's see. Pick from Alphabot is number 4. And no reasoning provided. A sci-fi horror film about alien agents assimilating the Prime Minister of France several times. That's interesting. I like how it's several times.
Can I still change my answer to the one Alphabot took?
I already hit the. I'm sorry.
All right, no worries.
It's
I just realized something I didn't like about the other one. But it's
unfortunately. So honorable mentions. Here we have, let's see, Avatim writing, when the world is at stake, only one person can make the call, the president. Not getting any interest there. Alphabot writing, the business executive action movie, which also not really getting much interest. Meanwhile, Tasha got a vote with a sci-fi horror film about alien agents assimilating the Prime Minister of France several times, which Alphabot voted for. Baggins writing, this documentary reveals never before told stories behind Jerry Bruckheimer's rise to Hollywood power through special effect innovation to remake the action genre, which Avatim voted for and then really wanted to get out of it, but unfortunately the votes were already submitted. And then Harrison, which Baggins successfully predicted, voted for himself. This Tom Clancy film adaptation was originally slated to star Harrison Ford because of scheduling conflicts with The Fugitive. This role went to Ed Harris, and it made $10 million on opening.
What's interesting is I had everybody, but because I'm like bad actor in this game, people just kind of like went away from that.
What do you mean you had everybody?
Sackville wanted the Ed Harris one, I think. The one that I wrote.
Is that true, Sackville?
Isn't that what you said?
No, I wanted.
But then you were like, but I think you tried to get me on. I thought you said that's what you did.
No,
I
think
Tim said that one too.
He just straight up called you out for voting for your own. He just saw it coming from a mile away.
But he thought what mine one was what I voted for.
Thinking about the board, you're up 4 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, right? You're not going to take any risks. You're going to vote for your own. Lock that down. Mm-hmm. It just makes game theory sense.
Yeah, that's a tactical move right there if I've ever heard it. I
thought I had 10 too.
The real answer, though, rogue intelligence agents, right-wing politicians, greedy capitalists, and freelance assassins plot and carry out the JFK assassination, which Baggins voted for, although also dropped out of the room. So, not going to record that on the scoreboard. But let's take a look at this here trailer.
Is anyone hearing it?
Are you guys not hearing it?
No, I thought it was a silent trailer.
I was like, this is actually
My
pretty
bad, my bad.
spooky.
Here we go.
At this point in time, can you believe that Lee Harvey Oswald killed President John F. Kennedy by himself? Don't make your decision until you see Executive Action, possibly the most controversial motion picture of our time. Start the target. A film that nobody would make until now.
What year is this?
1973, I believe. Let me double check.
You know, it's fascinating. The Zapruder film that we all know about, like that we've all seen, is the actual, like, that wasn't released until like 15 years after his assassination.
Burt Lancaster.
I'll take it from here.
So this might even be before, like, there wasn't really conspiracy theories about his assassination until after the Zapruder film came out.
Established
That's
facts.
interesting.
Probabilities for success are almost 100%.
So this is like a little bit earlier.
Look, you're a high risk.
This could have like started the whole
experience in black
conspiracy
operations.
theory. Yeah, I like that theory.
Take your chances when you
I,
get.
I could only imagine like Oliver Stone watching and be like, yes, yes.
Fitting together the missing pieces in the most important and tragic murder of our century.
So we've determined that our action can best be carried out during a motorcade.
For even though the Warren report has officially closed the case, the baffling questions still remain.
A small army of anti-Castro Cubans are all ready. They're all available, and they can do anything from picking a lock and bugging an embassy to taking care of an ambassador.
All yours.
Did Cuban undercover operatives have a Dallas connection?
What's the name?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Were there two Lee Harvey Oswalds?
I'll fight American imperialism.
You're a spy for Castro. You came to our office of Cuban students in exile. Why don't you go to Cuba and stay there?
Are you trying to tell me people in the CIA and FBI are going to help with this project?
In the last 2 years, Secret Service has established 149 threats against Kennedy's life from Texas alone. If they send them into hostile territory with no more protection than you and I would arrange for favorite dog.
Could one man alone assassinate John Kennedy?
One man firing from long range at a moving target is out of the question. The only possible scenario: 3 rifles with triangulated fire.
Fire.
A motion picture that must be seen by anyone who still has doubt.
There you have it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I was just Googling the Zapruder film, but I don't know. It seemed like it was somewhat around, but it was started getting aired on a primetime newscast in LA in 1969. So that would have predated this film by 4 years. But, you know, I like the conspiracy theory about the conspiracy theory. That's like layers of conspiracy theories. And I'm into that.
Dude.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's well said.
A long pause is really good on a live stream.
Well said. Let's go to the finale and see what happens here. Harrison on top, starting the day strong with more punky. Not a common word used to describe dried and highly flammable wood used for starting fires, which got both Baggins's and Alphabot's vote. Walk us through that first round. Once you had that lead, you never really let it go, and you know, just take us through the day.
Haven't played in a while. I knew I needed to get into a rhythm. The word had punky in it, which, like, I think people have heard of punky wood, and so I was trying to go off of that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I've never heard of punky wood. Is that like,
yeah,
tinder
punky
or
wood,
kindling, or?
I don't even know how you would like. Yeah, PUNK, punkwood or punky wood is a soft rotted area, usually the center of a tree or log.
Okay. Interesting. Well, good work getting that NFT. One of these. I think it's number 40. Let's see, 47 maybe. I don't know. I'd have to double check.
It'd be cool if you guys made NFTs that kind of look like alphabot or something.
That would be cool. We'll have to get with Alphabot to see if we can get the rights. I don't know.
Is Alphabot really a robot or what?
Alphabot is a real robot. That is a fact. An artificial intelligence algorithm made by Storybot 3000 in order to start playing Word Hoax. So something's going on there.
So this is sort of like a Neo in the Matrix, like Jesus allegory sort of story. Like Alphabot is like God and gave his only begotten son. Or who's the original bot? Who's King Bot? Who made Alphabot?
These, I would say Darwin, I guess, is the mad scientist behind the happenings.
Oh, I thought you said there was another bot that gave birth to Alphabot.
Well, Storybot 3000. Yeah, right.
Storybot 3000 is
it's kind of like Kronos. Kronos created the pantheon of gods.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Athena Alphabot just came out of
Kronos' head.
Yeah, the headache.
Alphabot's just straight from Storybot's consciousness.
True. The loins of life for the Alphabot.
Exactly. So yeah, no, it's real. It's happening, and it's only going to be getting better, which is the cool part. So let's see.
These episodes on YouTube?
These are on YouTube. That is correct.
Dude, I want some of that revenue money.
Yeah, I need that link. Do we ever put the link in the
He's just good. Harrison's going to be reviewing this for tactical advantages, like a poker player.
He's just going through, watching.
Yeah, I watch film.
Taking notes.
Yeah.
That's how you win.
Because now I know Sackville Baggins knows all the Olympic locations.
Oh, that was a horrible reveal.
So now I can just throw out obscure Olympic locations. You may, oh, that's legit.
Oh, interesting. I thought you were going to say now whenever you hear Olympic locations, you'll know that it's Sackville's, but...
Well, that's that too.
Interesting.
Huge.
Competitive advantages.
Wow.
Are perfect. Tasha revealed a great secret on how to pick guesses. I don't know. It was like 5 episodes ago or so. You're going to have to go through the tape and find it. But after that reveal, that was like, wow. That was big.
Can't reveal your own algorithm.
Other than just numbers.
It's by the numbers, folks.
Well, the first one takes a great deal of effort and concentration, so can't do that every time.
Where do I find the link for the YouTube?
The YouTube link is I'll drop you our channel, and it'll be in the channel somewhere, or the YouTube channel. If you search Storybot 3000 on YouTube, that'll get us to the channel.
All right, great.
So
that
I should probably tell that to the people watching more often. Storybot 3000 on YouTube. Follow us, like us. I'm gonna end this broadcast because it's gone for an hour. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, different hoax. Congratulations out there to Harrison, and we'll be back tomorrow.